Welcome back to Best Movie Recaps. A lady just came out from the restroom when she heard the doorbell ring. She opened the entryway, yet nobody was there. However, she didn't have any idea of Invisible Man has unobtrusively slipped into her room. Days before that event, a man named Jack was a darling researcher. He was dedicated and committed to the investigation of invisibility. Jack began by experimenting creatures. He had proactively gained some headway. However, invisibility is simple. Recovering it is a problem. Frequently, the method involved with recovering the creature after it gained invisibility would leave with after effects, or it can die on the spot. One day, Jack at last fostered the most recent restorative potion after many struggles and thoughts. So they previously investigated a gorilla, as the mixtures saturated the gorilla's body. It didn't take long for the gorilla to effectively recuperate. The experiment was a successful, yet Jack didn't simply report the outcomes.
It's the getting them back that's hard.
He chose to sidestep the supervision of his bosses to straightforwardly complete human tests, and the subject of the examination was himself. His colleagues thought he was insane, yet they didn't realize that Jack said he was doing it to improve humankind. Somewhere inside he had an evil thought, truth be told. Jack infused himself with invisibility mixture. After a difficult battle, he at long last vanished before everybody. His colleagues were all delighted with the outcome of the experiment. However, they didn't have a clue about the risk that was coming. That evening, Sarah nodded off in the control room. The invisible Jack discreetly came to Sarah's. He contacted her hair, and afterward his hands turned out to be increasingly invisible and undetectable. At the point when Sarah awakened from her sleep and she saw Jack back in bed, then Jack followed Anna to the bathroom. She saw that something was wrong and put on her warm goggles, yet she didn't track down Jack's body. The following day was the day to re-establish Jack's ability. After they infused the recuperation elixir, Jack didn't get back to his normal body, yet he nearly died. Linda then, at that point, applied a layer of elastic mixture on Jack's body as a result of the failure of the experiment, and to enable Jack to work with his partners, and for the security of the ladies in the lab, Jack must be restricted to the lab for radiation therapy, yet the significant stretch of constrainment caused Jack's attitude to turn out to be increasingly bad-tempered. He got away from the lab. Notwithstanding the resistance of individuals, Jack disappeared to his ex, Linda's home. He saw that Linda and his friend Tom were having sex. He crushed the glass of Linda's home furiously. Subsequent to returning home, Jack saw the wonderful lady across the road putting on her clothes. Then evil idea came to him. The lady had quite recently came out from the shower when she heard the doorbell ring. She saw through that there was nobody outside, yet she just convoluted and the doorbell rang once more. The lady swiftly pushed the door to actually take a look at the situation. However, she is unaware that the undetectable Jack has as of now slipped into her room. Subsequent to doing as such, he got back to the lab. Linda said she needed to report him to her bosses for being out in private. She locked Lift back, yet Jack had previously had a test of it and his brain was totally different. Jack chose to kill everybody in the lab with the goal that he could do anything he desired. One of his most first targets was Anna. Then everybody finds Anna. They had long last understood the seriousness of the circumstance. Linda raced to call the rest of the world for help. However, he had proactively cut the wires, and the lift code had been changed.
1 Delta 835. Authorization invalid.
John needed to go to the way to track down Jack. However, he was killed by Jack, and afterwards Sarah was killed. Tom was likewise cut by Jack. Tom and Linda were assembled in the freezer. The temperature of the cooler was likewise turned down to the minimum. After so much, Jack returned to the lab. He wanted to explode the lab and raze the place to the ground, yet Linda used the current gear to make a Goliath magnet. She opened the door by magnetic pull. Then she got an oxygen tank and went to track down Jack. At this point, Jack had previously established the bomb and was prepared to run. He was impeded by Linda in the lift. Then she splashed a fire over. Jack saw this rapidly remove the silicone. As of now, he became undetectable once more. Linda saw the right second to splash a fire on the gadget under the shower of water. Jack slowly showed up in his unique structure. Jack thumped Linda to the ground with a punch, similarly as Linda was going to stifle. Tom showed up in time. Then, at that point, he wrecked him with a wooden stick and effectively took him out, and Jack didn't black out. He discreetly got the stick and ready to surprise him from behind. He coincidentally hit the electric switch, and he was in a split second shocked. In the interim, Tom and Linda figured out how to escape without a second to spare of the blast. Please subscribe to Best Movie Recaps.